What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FIFA 23 video. It is 6 PM on Monday. What have EA given us for today? Do we have new icons today? No, we don't. Do we have anything today? Wait, do we? Oh, the super loan SBCs are here. Do you want to be able to afford to complete new SBCs and test out new players? If so, visit U7Buy to buy your FUT23 coins. They are cheap, fast, and reliable. And make sure to use my code NEP at checkout for 6% off. These ones are interesting for me because, well, first of all, it's Jamie Bino Gittens and Benjamin Enquiries. And Gittens is 4-star, 4-star. Decent, like nice dribbling, okay passing, good positioning and finishing, good pace. He's got the flair trait. He can play right mid, and left wing. He's 4-star, 4-star, and it's a 99 game loan. And then Heinrichs is 3-star, 4-star as a right wing back. Can also play right back and right mid. Has reasonable stats as well, and of course one of them will get upgraded. These super loans for me are really interesting because on the one hand, obviously, you can't use these cards as fodder if you do the loan. On the other hand, when do you ever really play more than 100 games with an SBC card? The answer is probably quite irregularly. Very rarely do I go over 100 games with an SBC card. Unless it's like one that's just elite, in which case you wouldn't do a super loan. You'd just do the actual version that's here. Are they the same cards as well? They are. And so long as the squad that's required is like a rare gold squad or like at the most an 82 rated squad, I don't mind this at all. If it's an 83 rated or higher for a super loan, this is the biggest scam I've ever seen. Right, so let's see, what have EA done? An 82 rated squad, and then for Benjamin Henrichs, an 82 rated squad. I don't mind that because obviously the amount of times that you have an 83 rated dupe or an 84 rated dupe or a whole bunch of 82 rated dupes that you could just throw in and get a super loan, brilliant. And obviously you can use them in friendlies for eternity so long as there's no loan requirement on there. The only downside is if you've got some super loans in your team and somebody backs out 0-0, you lose a game on it, and that's annoying. Let's have a look at the main SBC requirements for these two guys. An 84 rated squad for the main Benjamin Henrichs, and then an 82 rated with an inform, and an 83 rated. Do you know what? The requirements for the actual SBCs aren't even that bad. What else have we got today, if anything at all? 85 plus player pick is back. Mid-icon player pick is still there. Future stars. Oh no, that was, well, I got excited there. That's been there. And that's it. Let's go and have a look at objectives. And the store packs. And in objectives, we have got head-to-head winning. Is that new today? That is new today, isn't it? Or was that, no. Is that new today? I feel like it is. No? It's old. Old. Guys, that's old. That's well old. That's older than Nick 2018. They won't even let me look here anyway. That's how old it is. Super loan chase, century of wins, century of matches. All right, so there's nothing in there. And then the last thing that we've got to look at before we go and look at the players on Futbin is going to be the store. The winter review pack is there. The elite pack plus is there. Man, Mondays are usually the upgrade days. But there's no upgrades today. Let's go and have a look. I'm very curious as to what the community thinks about these. I think that they're going to be massively downvoted for the simple fact of people just don't really understand and comprehend what the positives are. So let's have a look. Yep, as expected, 90% downvoted and 84% downvoted. But it's genuinely not that bad. An 82 rated squad, which is 9 82s and 2 81s, right? It's what, 10k? You can do the actual player for the same. Well, no, you can't, can you? Because an 82 rated squad for Henrichs and an 82 rated squad for Gittens versus an 82 with an inform and an 83 for Gittins and an 84 for Henriks. It's a loan, you will never use it. Wait, so if you got the loan and not the main one, you wouldn't use the loan, but you would use the main one. That's a bit, yeah. So as I say, I explain myself anyway, but I don't mind it personally. And then of course one of these guys will get upgraded, and I do think it's EA's way. I tell you what, in spite of what we may think, again, right? One of the concerns I had for the promo this week was way too many SBCs, no good way to get fodder. Well, with something like this, you can get both of these SBCs and experience the upgrade at a minimal cost for 100 games. And as somebody in the chat said, they said, oh, it's a loan, you're never going to use it. So I said, oh, so you're going to use a main one, but you'd never use loan. No, I wouldn't use the main one either. That's why the loans are there and why they're good. Because if you would complete this and wouldn't use it, then you're better off completing this and not using it, right? The negatives, as discussed, are definitely the fact that people will back out at 0-0 when you've got loans in your squad, which will cost you a game. And the other negative is that in friendlies, for the most part, you can't use loans or you have maximum one loan. I personally still don't think 100 games or 99 games for this card, and you could just wait until one gets upgraded, right? And yeah, you can't use them in SBCs, but it's going to be like 12k. You're going to be able to use untradeable fodder for it. I don't think it's a bad idea. Like, when we look at Henriks here, play right back, right mid, right wing back, 4-star weak foot. Can't do the chem styles yet. Why have been so slow with the chem styles all of a sudden? I mean, I'd go with a maestro on him. I'd actually go, yeah, maestro or a marksman, depending on where you're going to play him. 4-star's nice. Fair trait is nice. It's not a bad card. And then for Henriks, I would go with an anchor or a shadow. Depends if you want that sprint speed or not. What accelerator is he? He's controlled, isn't he? I don't mind it, man. I don't mind it. I know it's not popular opinion, and I know I regularly am not popular opinion with some of the things that I think about. He's had a massive upgrade as Bino Gittins. Henriks already had a gold, but big pace upgrade. Yeah, for me, like, genuinely, I don't think this super loans thing is a problem. I think it's good. Like I say, like, if we go back to my club, right? If we go to let's even take some of the more recent SBCs, not like, in fact, let's take some of the older SBCs. Jorginho, how long has he been in my squad for? 19 games. But how long has he been in the game for? Garrincha, 30 games only. Trippier maybe has hit 100 games. Yeah, 152 for him. Ramos maybe as well. Nope, 37 games. All of these guys, in fact, Fabio Vieira, I think, came out of a pack. But so many of these are SBCs. I loved this Fernandes card, and I still only got 143 games on him. 8 games on Mane. 19 games on Gareth Bale. Okay, I understand friendlies. Fabio Vieira was an SBC. Okay, so again, 13 games. 19 games on Bale. 31 on Pogba. Only 30 on Walcott. Like, there's so many players. The revolving door of players is a lot. That if you would have said to me, hey, Nep, go back to the start of the game, and every player that you got as an SBC, instead you had a chance of a loan. Doesn't have to be an actual loan, right? A chance of a loan. Without sounding harsh, you don't really play the game though, Nep. Wait, hold on. What do you mean I don't play the game? I have 1,000 games in that area, let alone the friendlies. I've had multiple other accounts. Like, let me finish, right? If you would have given me the opportunity to go back and take these players, we're not saying that you don't get the opportunity to build the actual card, right? We're saying you also get the opportunity to build the 99 rated card instead, or the 99 loan card instead. So when it comes down to someone like Theo Walcott is somebody that I would not have done the main card for. I would have done the loan card for. Because at 4-star, 3-star, the rating that he's at and the stats that he's got, I would much rather the guy that I could use 99 times most, still take him into weekend league rivals if I wanted, use him in friendlies where possible. But I wouldn't have done the whole thing. Paul Pogba's the same. I would have taken the loan version of Paul Pogba, right? Gareth Bale, yes, I would have taken Gareth Bale's proper card. Fabio Vieira would have taken the proper card. Mane I would have taken the loan for. Because I just know that I wouldn't play with him because he's just not the kind of player that I go for in the game. So if we have these super loans, what they do for everybody, and I feel like this should be something that EA put and introduce into every single SBC player that comes out, right? If we have these super loans, as well as the actual SBC, it gives people, A, the ability to try the loan at a much cheaper price to see if they like it before completing the main SBC, or B, if they don't want the main SBC or can't afford a really good SBC like the Player of the Month Mbappe, they can instead get a super loan version of that card and then just have it. And I genuinely think that's a good thing for the game. I like the fact that the super loan's there doesn't negatively impact anybody because the main card is also there. Oh, has Solo been upgraded? Hopefully that we've got some chem styles on these guys now. Well, apparently Footbin don't want to let us try and put chemistry on these. I would go with an Anchor or a Shadow on Henriks and either an Engine or a Maestro on Bino Gittins, depending on when you're playing with them. And then we have got Soler upgraded, Sbcies upgraded, Molina upgraded. So, oh, in fact, I want to look at it. Where's the Can I not see the dynamic cards before? Molina with a Shadow, still very good. Still very expensive. In my opinion, 114,000 coins for this card was not it. But if you did it, GG's, you got a little upgrade. And Danny Sbcies for 157,000 coins, I again kind of feel like was not it. He's not bad. He's 4-star, 4-star's nice. Passing is nice. Dribbling's nice. It's a nice card. Do you know what? I would love a super loan version of this Danny Sbcies. I surely would. Like 12 or 13k for this card for 100 games, I'll take it. You know, you're looking at 100 coins per game. You'll make that back with the match coins that you play. I like it. I like it a lot. And then Soler at 200k. Yeah, see, I just don't think it's worth it. It's not bad still. The 5-star weak foot's nice. He's not good enough for an attacking option. He's either going to have to be a centre mid or a defensive mid. An Anchor is decent. A Shadow is decent. I know there's a lot of links for him, and that gives the price bump for sure. But guess what? This is another player that I would genuinely would have loved as a super loan. So Jay says in the chat, fodder's gone up. He wasn't 200k. Do you know why fodder's gone up, though? Because there's loads of SBCs and no accessible fodder. So he is 200k in the current market. He might be 30k in the market in 3 weeks' time or 5 weeks' time. But in the current market, he's 200k. And yet you wouldn't pay that in that setup. So that's my opinions on the game, I suppose. That's my thoughts on the super loans. I'm not opposed to them. What I would be opposed to is if the main cards weren't there, then all of a sudden it'd be like, okay, we're just getting super loans. That's a bit of a nightmare. Unless EA release like 10 SBCs and they're all super loans. And it's like, look, you can go and play with a full team of 6 players for 99 games. And then that's your lot. I don't mind that at all. But what I will do is I'll let it digest. We'll discuss it. I'll read the comments. I'll take on board what everyone has to say. And we'll reevaluate and maybe talk about this again another day once we've got an understanding of where EA are going with the super loan thing. And once we get a feel for how it actually works and how it actually translates in game. So thank you guys for watching for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.